Yo, man, like, what's up, and welcome to this week's
No.
episode of Alignment Shift.
Alright, see ya.
Stop.
I quit.
Stop. I'm done.
Alright,
Wow.
alright, stream's over. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh god, it got
Alright.
worse once I saw the sunglasses.
Alright, you're starting
Did
over?
you not see it?
I wear my
No, I was looking down.
sunglasses.
Alright, take it from the top.
All right, welcome to this week's episode of Alignment Shift. I am not from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but
Whoa.
I am the host of Alignment Shift. Joining me tonight, I have Peggy.
Hello.
I have George.
Oh, well.
I
He's
have-
eating.
I never go second, and then he suddenly put some food in my mouth.
Wait, he put the food in your mouth?
No, I
I
put
have
the food in
Steven.
my
Hello,
mouth.
Steven.
Hi!
Oh, geez, there he is. I have Kayla.
I am lightning.
Oh, hear me roar. And
Lightning
we have
time.
Mackenzie.
I got 3 cheese.
And not joining us tonight is AJ, who is still AFK.
Almost like that.
All right,
It's got
hey, bro.
work in the mall.
Everyone press F. F to pay respects.
That's a hotkey, I can't.
Anyway,
Stream ends.
so we don't have an intro, so we'll just jump right in. Deep beneath the city of Amon, our party had worriedly gone into the nest, trying to find out what happened, as Xavier had noted the Skycaller staff was missing from the owlry, a magical item that allows him, through his familiar, to always see the location of the ever-changing entrance to his underground organization of thieves. Once they had made their way into the underbelly of the city and into the nest itself, they found it deserted. Freshly deserted, too, as though the people had just been there before they arrived. Upon further investigation throughout the nest, in the main office, they found Alan, founder and original member of the nest, alone, saying that an old friend of Xavier's, Alec, had arrived, kind of given everyone a fright, and everyone went into hiding. And that today was the last, well, tomorrow technically at that point, but that now was the last time that Xavier would have the opportunity to complete his trials, take the last of his potion, and become a full-fledged member of the nest, and his final placement in their ranks would be solidified. The position, the hand was extended for the rest of the party to join him on these trials, and honorary membership and full-time membership in the nest included. The party agreed, taking this potion, which dulled some senses, had no effect on others, were transported into a labyrinth of riddles and puzzles. One spelling out the name of Big B, one which actually I shall reveal to be the nest tenant of observation, and the first test to become a crow. The second room was the test of etiquette, and the test to become an eagle in the organization. The next test, which was the room full of paint, was a test of creativity. No rank associated with it, but is a precursor to be qualified to become an owl. And the test for the owl is the tenant of peace. Only one trial remains. And as Xavier, Constantine, and party enter the brass-colored, almost a copper-colored door of phoenix flames rising up around an outstretched bird, the room enters, and you see before you, Mackenzie, Alec on the left.
You mean Alan?
And I keep doing that!
I mean, but
Curse your
if it's
backstory.
if it's Alec, I'm gonna fucking attack.
Get him.
Counterspell.
Alan.
Rematch.
Alan.
Let's
Let's
do it.
Let's do it.
Alan, yeah, we're a rematch from the last time that you beat him senseless. Alan on the left, and
Yeah, senseless.
Scott. Yeah, okay, dead. And Scott,
I mean, technically
right.
senseless.
both standing on plinths which are lit with arcane sigils, I'm going to do a slight retcon from my last episode. That eyeball that you see on screen is not there, and there is yet another sort of plinth that is empty. The walls of this room are alive with flame. Not real flame, but almost a painted two-dimensional animation of flame that flickers at maybe 15 frames per second. A crude yet efficient depiction of an inferno raging around the room, and at the very far end, a real fire. You see a hallway that is completely engulfed in flame, the entire length downward, to a point where you can no longer see beyond. The flames glow too bright and too intense. As you had entered, Scott said, "Welcome, Savior. Now you pick who dies." And that is where we pick up. So, as you enter, Alan puts up his hand. "Only one of you may take this test. Xavier, it is your choice. If you wish to ascend the ranks and become a phoenix, as only two in the past have become, myself," and he gestures over to Scott, "and your adoptive father. You may step upon the pedestal before you, and you shall be tested."
Is there a loose stone or whatnot? It's a small, like, pebble I can pick up?
Glancing around at the floor, you are able to procure a small stone.
I toss it to hit Scott.
Make a dexterity check. Whatever, yeah, a improvised weapon strike, throwing weapon. Brain not working.
17 plus 5 if it's just Dex, so 22.
Disgusting.
You throw it towards Scott, and he does not react. The pebble bounces off his chest and scatters across the floor, and he glances down. "Yes, I am here, Xavier."
Okay, had to be sure. Because as far as I know, Alan was the only one here.
Both of them, you see, kind of give a look toward each other, a briefest hint of a smile on their faces.
Just to be fair, I pick up another one, toss it at Alan.
This time, Alan just kind of moves to the side and harmlessly goes over his shoulder.
You weren't supposed to dodge.
Scott interjects, "We are both."
So the eyeball right there is actually replaced with a...
A sigil on the ground.
So the doors swing open, or was it like in like a gate and opened upwards or something like that?
In like a gate opened upwards.
I would have not gotten this far without my friends here. I don't feel like I deserve to send to a phoenix. I will take my rightful place as an owl, and when I feel the time has come, I will ascend when I am ready.
This opportunity is only offered once. If you step down and take the position of owl, you will never become a phoenix.
If that's how it's supposed to be, I will gladly take my position as an owl.
Why are you just giving up?
I don't look at her. I don't answer. That is my final decision.
I just
Xavier
want to say,
Go ahead.
I don't see how killing one of you should be like a good thing. Like, I don't see how this should be
Wait, can there only be 2 phoenixes? Is that what you're saying?
If someone wishes to step forth and take the trial, then in place of Xavier, all shall be revealed. However, our secrets are only allotted to one.
because killing one of you is a good test. Okay.
Lena kind of wants to do it.
Wow.
Are there any who will step forward?
Elena steps forward.
I cast whole person as soon as I see her start walking.
Your spell takes effect. Elena, saving throw.
Can I help
Your
Xavier?
weight. Can you also cast hold person?
That's a 2.
You are held.
Can I knock Elena out?
Wait, what are you doing?
She wants to try and knock you out.
What?
How are you going to knock Elena out?
Oh my god.
Please.
I'm just gonna put my quarterstaff like on the head.
Rafiki style.
Make a contested strength check against Elena's Constitution saving throw.
She technically has advantage if she's trying to hit her.
I rolled a natural 20.
I don't think you. I think you automatically fail those.
Not a con save.
I thought. I heard strength, but that was for Apollo. So sorry, never mind.
Yeah.
I got 21.
I got a natural 20.
Not 20.
Plus
So
21.
Sapala roll damage for your quarterstaff. I want to say it's a D6 plus your strength modifier, but Elena is not knocked unconscious.
D8 if you're two-handing it.
Is oh god, I have 19 hit points.
What do you have?
Wait, no, we rested.
Oh,
Sorry.
we rested.
Sorry.
Like,
No,
why do you have
no,
19 hit points?
I haven't updated this sheet.
She got a paper cut in the arts and crafts room.
Yeah.
Hell of a
missing
paper
an
cut.
arm.
Just but a flesh wound. Your bloody arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Just a flesh wound.
12.
How much?
12.
Ow.
Is that the Skyblinder staff you use?
No,
Oh.
I have 2.
She uses them as stilts sometimes.
We're gonna turn into a giraffe from the Lion King play.
I'm like the fairy godmother of Cinderella. They just disappear.
Okay.
Earning your way into a
Now
family
what?
by killing one of the heads doesn't seem like the best plan to me, so I
Doesn't seem like a family at all.
step back.
Am I to take that, Xavier? Alan chimes in that you will step forward.
I step forward.
I cast hold. No.
Do you step into the plinth?
Into the what?
Onto the arcane circle on the ground?
The thingy.
Yes.
The obvious
Okay.
trap.
Xavier, what are you doing?
At this point, a circle of runes begins to glow around all three of these pedestals. Each a different color. Alan's is kind of a purple. Scott's is a green. Xavier's, yours, a bright red. The walls in their flames seem to flicker and dim almost into darkness, where the only light in the room is coming from the hallway at the end with its raging inferno. Someone in these circles must die
Oh shit.
in order for us to leave. And as Alan puts his hand out up against the sigils, a wall of energy forms over his hand, trapping him in there. Someone in this room must die for the rest to leave. And at that point, the Phoenix Gate slams shut behind everyone.
The one in front of us.
Correct.
I'm the one to watch.
Xavier, if you do something stupid, I will kill you and then bring you back to life.
He can't hear you anymore. He's inside.
Bring you back to life, then kill you, then do it again.
Darn tootin'.
Elena, you're muted.
You're breathing heavily into the mic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's fine, just
So
turn her down.
we can't see into the room, correct?
Correct. And okay, yeah, go ahead. To Xavier, the room is filled with the sound of the crackling fire at the end of the hallway, and silence as both Scott and Alan just stare quietly at you. Both of them wearing the ornate Phoenix armor that you had seen in the entryway when you teleport into this area.
Someone in this room must die. But it doesn't have to be either of you, does it?
Scott chimes in. Someone must die.
Stab the invisible man in the corner. Does this just for my sake, does this room extend further? Fog of Wars. I don't know if they
On the map there it does, but do you see where that kind of square directly across from you portion is there? Yeah, that. That's where the hallway starts. That just is filled with flames and continues downward. We cannot exit this room until one of us has died.
Alan.
Yes, Savior.
I decide that you will.
He opens up his arms. Carry out the deed.
Xavier will lift up his right arm, and the Solaris feathers will fly and levitate in his above his hands. Closing his eyes, he lets them loose towards Alan.
You're using levitate to throw them at Alan?
Yeah.
What level spell is that?
No, sorry. I'm using the Solaris feathers, but they're like I pull them out.
Oh, I
but,
got you.
But they
I
just
got
like
you.
float above my hands for a moment before I close my eyes and send them towards him.
Roll to hit.
Well, it's only one attack, because I can't attack twice. Fuck, I forgot how to use them. That is a 19.
As they go toward him, he waves his hand and a blue shield appears in front of him, and the feathers bounce off in two different directions. And as they do, the lights in the room come back on. The flames in the wall cease their motion, and the Phoenix door behind you rises back up. Scott steps out of his circle, walking right through the wall of force, puts a hand on your shoulder. It's okay. You weren't meant to become a Phoenix. But you'll make a great owl.
Stab him, stab him, stab him.
No!
Stab him.
Fine, you go stab your dad.
They're confused.
Okay.
I'll go stab her dad.
This was Scott that walked up, correct?
Correct.
Okay. People yelling got me confused. I will give him a hug.
He embraces you back, and Alan comes over, and as you're hugging Scott, pats you on the shoulder as well. In your shoes, I probably would have made the same choice.
Thank you. What's that hallway for? I just point to the hallway of fire.
They both turn and look down the hallway of flames. Alan looks over to Scott. Scott looks back to Alan. They both share a momentary glance.
Yep.
The hallway of fire leads to the one who truly founded our order.
Interesting.
And is
Shade
the final
Oblivion.
and is the final test to become a Phoenix. The tenants of the nest:
I should have done it. Should have done it.
observation, etiquette, creativity, peace, and above all else, selflessness.
Should've killed yourself.
To walk down the hall of fire and choose your own life rather than the others leads you to the inner sanctum.
Ah. All right.
Well, that's okay. Come, there is a party waiting.
Party.
Don't you want cake?
I mean, yes. Who doesn't?
Then come. He leads. Alan leads straight out through the main doors, toward those double doors that everyone asked for at the beginning, that are now suddenly open. As you all, assuming everyone goes with him, Scott actually stays back in the Phoenix room here, and you watch as. Are you going with them, Xavier, or are you like staying behind?
I'll stay behind.
Kind of want to talk to
Okay. Is anyone going to go with Alan as he says come to the party?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of them have
Vale.
moment. I respect
Anyone
people's
else?
privacy.
I go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not.
So Glaive,
Holdora.
Sapala, Vale, Holdores. Okay, so Elena and Mackenzie stay behind as.
Who's Mackenzie?
Sorry, Xavier.
You're
Um,
reborn, Mackenzie.
Spoilers.
Ah! What's going
stay
on?
behind. As Alan leads the rest of the party through the set of double doors on the inside, you see a grand dining hall. I'm talking Hogwarts level of decorations and food on the tables, and you see probably about 300 people in here, all wearing various levels of robes and armor, thief kind of attire. And as you all enter, Alan introduces the party as the newest owls. And there's a cheer that erupts from the crowd. Glasses are raised and toasts. As that's going on, however, Xavier and Elena are with Scott in the Phoenix Chamber.
What the fuck? Okay. I was expecting him to switch back to us so fast.
How dare you, sir?
I thought you were at the Emerald Outpost.
I waited for a while, and then when you never showed up, we decided to accelerate your trial, and I teleported in this morning.
This is the wrong person I wanted to talk to, so I walk away.
She was killed.
I'm sorry, I tried to make it, but
He reaches into a pocket and pulls out what appears to be a braid of hair. It's kind of black with a small, almost thin silk ribbon tied around the base of it. We brought as much as was left home. How have you been?
well, other than dealing with gods of discord and other things of that, and traveling past the Divine Gate, it's been one hell of a month.
So I've heard.
It's good to
Tales of your exploits have been quite entertaining to listen to. I told you I'd keep an eye on you.
Yes, you did.
Creepy.
You're not there.
I must report your success to my higher up.
All right.
He kind of glances down at the ground for a moment, smirks. That look on his face, that boyishly kidding look that he gets when he's doing something he knows he shouldn't do, that Alan would not approve of, that you know so well from your entire childhood. You've met him.
Met who?
He nods beyond the flames.
I've.
Mm-hmm. All of you. And with that, he turns on his heel and walks straight into the fire that licks up around him, having absolutely no effect as he continues down the hallway and into the brightness where you can no longer see him.
Cake sounds good. I turn around.
All right, Xavier, you are shocked as you come into this entry room and see hundreds of people all wearing what you know to be the outfits that you wear in the nest. Not like a regiment or anything like that, but the kind of style of clothing that you're used to wearing. This kind of half rogue, half mage collection of people in here. All of whom that you can see, none of them are fledglings, and you do actually recognize. Pull up your list that you sent me. Hold on, because I didn't get a chance to copy them over. What's her damn name? Mavis is in here, and actually it's just Mavis. You see Mavis in here at one of the tables, but none of the other owls and crows that you know.
Well then, it's good to finally be here.
Do we see Xavier walking?
Yep. As you all had been seated at a table that was kind of at the front of this meat hall, people keep coming up to you and shaking hands, introducing themselves. Hundreds of people of various races and backgrounds, ages. Some of them looking dark and mysterious with hoods, and you see hundreds of daggers upon belts, and some of them looking more brutish, more knightish, things like that. And then you glance up from the table, you see Xavier come in looking kind of sheepish.
Uldoris is very quiet and almost standoffish. He does not like big crowds like this. But the minute that he sees Xavier enter the room, he takes a deep breath and stands to his feet and throws his hands up in the air, trying to be as obvious as possible. Over here, we're over here.
I will walk over. Is Mavis seated at the same table, or is she off in a different part of the room?
She is, I would say, at a table that is very adjacent to the main table. She's not seated at the table, but she's very close.
She's near Jason.
Near Jason.
Near adjacent.
Hello?
She hasn't noticed me yet, correct?
As you come in, and I assume going over toward Uldoris?
No, I haven't walked at all.
Okay. Then no. At the moment, she kind of has her back to the table, not in a rude manner, but looks like she's pouring a goblet of wine at the table.
Okay. As soon as I see her and that she's not facing me and she hasn't noticed, everyone else sees me just in a puff of smoke, and I appear right behind her and go, boo!
What's your initiative?
+5.
Oh no!
What was that?
That can't be good.
+5. I cast the Dimension Door, by the way.
Roll an initiative check.
Oh god. She's gonna stab me.
Really funny if she stabs you.
I mean, she stabs me. I rolled a nat 1.
Nat 1.
So 6 total.
What's your armor class?
Oh, shit. I haven't cast Mage Armor, so it's not 18, it's actually 15.
Okay. As you cast Dimension Door and pop up behind her, and you just barely get the B of Boo out, and she turns around and decks you in the nose.
Oh.
Ah!
And as soon as you do that, she says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, good. Xavier, don't sneak up on me like that."
Ah, you've gotten stronger. Oh. Ah.
And she throws her arms around your neck, gives you a giant hug, which presses your nose into her shoulder, and it's like immediate pain.
Ow.
And she,
Ow.
"Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, give her a heart attack. Hey, you made it!
When did you turn Scottish?
Was that not the voice I did?
I
last
don't
time?
think that was not the voice.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, this would be a
Hey,
different character than who
He's
I
got a lot of NPCs to remember, okay?
He does.
Yeah.
She only played her
I
once.
need to have an encyclopedia that's just like Mavis accent Irish.
So, yeah, I don't she? I don't think
okay,
she's
fine.
like
she's
Irish.
not. She's
A
not.
lot
Scottish.
changed.
Um,
I think it just had like, not to be offensive.
Who
but, like,
was the Scottish one? I know one of your sisters is Scottish. Is it Grace? No, Abigail's the kid.
No,
Charlotte was the Scottish one.
I honestly don't know. I don't think either of those. Maybe Charlotte was more Irish.
Anyway,
I can't remember. There's recording of it.
anyway, sure. So Mavis then. Sorry about that. I love pretending to be Scottish.
It's fine. I checked my nose. Is it bleeding?
Only slightly.
Ah, gosh. God, remind me not to sneak up on you again.
Sorry, I thought you messaged me and it was someone else. Hold on.
Oh.
There we go. How do I not have everyone's? There we go. I was just like zoomed in on Peggy's screen. Everyone else was like small. I'm like, how do I not have just Peggy up here?
Click it.
Twist it.
So I'm sure you're
Swap it.
confused.
A little bit.
I was too. Don't worry, they do it to everyone.
Not a big surprise, honestly.
So remember how you were sent to Whitestone to try to expand our family?
Yeah.
Everyone gets sent on those.
Oh, really?
Our family's very well expanded at this point.
Oh.
See that table over there? That's from the Wildmount chapter. We have just about one hideaway in every city in the Eastern Shore now, all across the Alabaster Sea, things down the Marquesian coast. Vasselheim now has a chapter in it. The only place we don't have is Whitestone. She gives you a little slug on the shoulder.
I sent word. Nothing got. You know, I'm not gonna argue about this. I already told Alan all this.
I'm just joshing you.
I know. Well,
Well, so what rank did you get?
owl.
Oh, that's right. They said that when he came in, didn't they? Huh. I was busy listening to Darren over here tell me about his recent exploit in Marquette. Turns out there is an ancient lich that has popped up in the desert, is erecting a giant statue, and is attempting to come back to his former glory.
Fun. Sounds like a normal Tuesday.
Not according to Darren, but hey, leave the Marquesians to it, right?
Right. Well, I hope you've been doing well.
Not too bad.
How
Been staying here in Amman.
how is the others?
All off on their individual assignments now. Still haven't made it quite to their final trials yet. They still think that the Nest is a organization of about 15 people. So, at the end of the ceremony here, you will be sworn to secrecy, just like I was.
Okay.
At which case, you see Scott enters the end of the room, along with a hooded figure. This
This looks
figure
important.
is wearing a long, almost reddish golden robe with the hood drawn up completely over the face. Beneath, you see a mask of the same almost reddish gold gilding to it, completely obscuring the face beneath. Scott and he make his way up to the table. You all almost sense the presence of this figure as it comes up, completely covered from head to toe and just shining in the candlelight.
It better not be Jakar.
Oh my god. No.
Dagger.
You're taking this place down.
Burn it.
As hold on one moment, I gotta find my note. Where is it?
Oh God.
Hold on one moment. Sorry, I can't seem to find it. Oh well, I guess I shall make it up on the spot. So, because I vaguely remember it, where's my video? The figure comes to the end of the room. Scott and Alan flank him on either side. In a deep, almost gravelly voice, emanates metallic sounding from inside the helmet. Reverberates, and as soon as the voice begins, everyone in this entire hall just goes quiet. Welcome, my newest members of the chapel. You are paragons. Justice, honor, peace, etiquette. All virtues we hold dear as family. What are y'all laughing about?
Everyone's like,
Can't
oh,
take you.
it's this
Just
person.
throwing names out,
Trying
trying to figure out who it is.
We watched him leap up to the platform.
Ours is a mission of secrecy. A mission of protection to those who cannot protect themselves. To provide strength to those who have none. And remove power from those who would abuse it. I am proud to call you all members of my nest. And there's a cheer and applause that erupts throughout the entire hall. Some get to their feet, raise goblets. And now, you must swear your secrecy. That you will not indulge, or divulge, I should say, the secrets of this group to anyone else, even to the fledglings who have yet to pledge themselves to the nest. Can I hear an aye?
Aye.
I.
With decreasing conviction.
Kayla, Sapala.
Rain check.
And I must leave with my customary joke. And the audience, the whole room kind of fills. Why are dragons such good storytelling? The whole audience is kind of quiet. They have very impressive tales.
Can Elena like visibly sigh?
Yeah, I think we're all like
I want out.
we all take psychic damage.
Xavier's busting up laughing.
I think I just kind of like side eye the rest of the group, like
Yeah.
You see a lot of people in the room have a very similar reaction to this. There's a lot of exactly what George is doing right now. Some people genuinely laughing.
Taking off my temporary hit points.
With that, Alan, Scott, and the mysterious hooded figure ascend a little bit higher in the room to kind of just a couple of chairs that are up there, and just have a seat, each sipping a goblet of wine, while the main hooded one sits in the middle, kind of, I don't want to say on a throne, but on a much nicer chair. As
Did
the
I
rest of the room.
recognize the voice? Sorry, did I recognize the voice?
Make an insight check.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
Oh my god.
26.
Oh my god, how did I roll that low? Hold on.
What?
he's hitting you in the head with his tail.
Bro, what the?
Wow, that's not how I wanted it to go here.
Oh, well, it's happening.
Something.
Killed her husband.
Elena
whacked him.
to Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on.
To whispers?
Yeah, to
He's got the
whispers.
Darth Vader voice changer.
Oh, come on, let's go to whispers.
Rip.
I gotta be here for the stream.
One moment. I'm sure this is right. Yeah, I rolled so low. I could not have rolled that? There's gotta be something. I don't want to tell you this.
Tell me.
You do recognize the voice.
Who is it?
You recognize the voice from Drina.
Oh, okay.
That is the voice of Jakar.
Are you fucking kidding me? No. Are you, Cal?
Yeah?
Look me in the eyes right now. Look me in the eyes. Are you kidding me?
That is the voice of Jakar.
Okay. All right. All right. Dope. That. Oh, asshole. But okay. All right. All right.
Well, that was quick.
Baby, come back.
You can blame it all on me.
Thank you for getting that reference.
Oh, I got the reference.
Was it a reference? It's just a song.
It's a reference to a song.
Yes.
So anyway, assuming there is tons of food, tons of drink, revelry all around for the next couple of hours, as you can tell now that the evening grows late. You look over to the side and there's actual windows. You are no longer underground. Yes, Elena?
At any time, can I I want to walk up to the table with the three of them.
Okay. You approach the table of the three of them.
Yeah. Well, you could finish describing the room. Sorry.
And glancing out the windows, you just see the skyline of Amman around you. The entire city from very high up, confusingly high up. And if anyone during the course of the evening ventured to take a look outside, they would see a tower in the very center of Amman. Something you've never seen before. Glancing down, you can see an ancient, almost spire coming up out of the center of the city that you can only guess is somehow hidden by magic. Anyway, yes, Peggy.
Sorry. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Don't give it away for the rest of us, please.
Oh, but I want to. I
Don't
want
do
to
it.
say this line.
Oh, now there's spoilers we gotta worry about? My god.
Gosh.
I approach the table.
Do we need to go into whispers, Peggy?
no.
Come
Yeah,
up with an
let's go to whispers.
anagram really quick.
I can't do it. I want to address him in a certain way.
Mr. Smith.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay, yeah. Do they I don't know, notice me? I'm assuming they notice me. Acknowledge my presence.
We can't hear you.
Cal, we can't hear you.
Wah, 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 wah.
Or did you get a haircut?
Not recently.
It looks different. Your hair looks different.
Did you brush it?
He brushed it to the right instead of the left.
Ah, there. That looks more like
It's better.
rage-induced hair.
Rage-induced hair.
Yeah, like rage quit,
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have I get the Tommy Boy hair after a full day's work.
Yeah.
Because by the end of the
I hear
day,
you now.
I've pulled out my hair so many times.
I made a cactus painting. Do y'all want to see?
What?
Showed us.
It's Phoenix.
Oh, that's really good.
It's watercolor.
Yeah, it's definitely a cat.
Thanks.
All on stream.
Yeah, but they can't see it.
There we go.
I apologize. It's a cactus
Hey.
watercolor.
They can
painting.
imagine.
I actually unplugged my mic with my foot.
All right. Yeah.
Oh.
So, do they acknowledge my presence?
Yes, so as you come up, Alan kind of raises the glass. Elena, welcome.
That was
Enjoying the
Alan,
party?
right?
Alan, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I turn to the center dude and I say, Grand Poobah?
The figure nods a little bit toward you.
Interesting developments.
Only always, Mr. Rollo.
It's Lady Derolo. Thank you very much. Shut up. Okay, you're not here.
I'll watch her do that like half curtsy from across the room, going, "Oh no, she did it."
No. I did a full curtsy. Okay, now I got distracted.
Not that
So.
Down boy.
So, allies for fighting the Chained Oblivion. Yes, no. It better be.
Hey, we're at a party for doing this thing. Let's talk about business right the fuck now.
Get right down to brass tacks.
Why not?
Ally, circle yes, no.
We have no chill.
No, we have chill. Elena doesn't.
No, Elena has no.
Accurate.
As
She
you can
agrees.
see, Lady Derolo, the entire might of the nest has returned to Vermont,
Yes. My.
and you are in a position to meet them, as is Xavier and Vale and Sepala and Glaive and Oldorax.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
No.
Awesome. Okay. Sorry, I'm still a little shocked about this, and I do the general hand wave in front of the Poobah.
And as you say that, he reaches up and pulls off the gilded mask, and you see, not what you were expecting. A middle-aged man with kind of a chiseled black beard, with a number of beads in it, coming down almost in a Babylonian style.
Okay.
High arched eyebrows, with long dreadlocks that are going down the back in the hood.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
See, I know that you're a master of illusion, and I don't trust you.
No illusions here.
This may be your true self, but I'm pretty sure I've met you as another person.
I wouldn't deny it. But let me ask you, a smirk comes to his face. Another question. Why is it easy to tell the weight of a dragon?
Because they've got good tails.
No.
No, wait, what was the question? Sorry, did I mishear the question?
Why is it easy to weigh a dragon?
Why is it easy to wear? Oh, yeah, I definitely misheard.
Because they have so many scales.
Because they have so many scales. I'm sorry, okay, I misheard it.
Psychic damage.
Yeah, because
And
they have so many
and he just lets out the longest, most gut-busting laugh at the table. It just reverberates off the entire hall as some people are even shocked and kind of look over toward the table, hearing his obnoxious laughter.
I like the thought that Cal literally looked up a lot of dragon puns.
A what?
I like the idea that Cal looked up like 10 dragon puns or something. And just
Look
has-
at his face as he did.
and he still has so many in the barrel.
It's like, yeah, I got like 6 or 7 more of these lined up on paper right now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Wouldn't doubt
Oh
it.
yeah. No, not yeah, definitely.
So Eldorus looks at Vale and goes, I'm surprised she isn't pissing him off somehow.
Give
She
it
made
time.
somebody.
She just got there. Give it time.
Could I read his lips of what he was saying?
If you had been paying attention to the conversation, then yes.
I had watched her walk up and I was waiting for something to go down.
Bye, Cal's mom.
They say hi, Cal's mom. She says goodnight, Cal's friends.
So do I see what he says?
Yes, you see what he said.
No, he told a joke. Another dragon pun.
Oh no.
Can I just give like a dry laugh, like a
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's not
Roll
your
for
real
that.
life though? Or Elena's real
no,
life?
that's not. No.
Easy. Cross the rope.
Sorry. Sorry, I'll stay down. I just imagine a Vale like keep Xavier in check, just poosh, does like the Gibbs slap in the back of his head.
So,
It would hurt too.
what plan of attack would you have, General?
That is not a title that I ever thought I'd hear. At the moment, I do not have a plan. I am just trying to gather allies. So any allies that you can also add would be great.
He extends his hands to the room.
Not enough?
It's the Chained Oblivion and Jurassic.
You also have, and he pulls his hands in.
See, I didn't like you in Whitestone. I don't know how I feel about you right now.
There, the stare back, unflinching emotion.
I'm assuming you also didn't like me, but that's besides the point.
What's not to like?
I'm a little hot-headed and I just go in at it when I
A
should.
little?
Go on.
You're not here!
Go on.
I do not want to bring out all of my flaws, okay?
Go on.
Go.
It's magnificently entertaining.
I'm not here to entertain you.
But it's such fun! I've entertained you with quite a few jokes.
Tell another.
Another? Did I hear someone say another?
He stands up.
Another.
A bunch of other people kind of start shouting another over Xavier at the same time.
I once spotted a dragon upon a toilet. It was a Komodo dragon.
Oh my god. That one was a little bit better.
That one was. They've all been great.
I actually get that one.
See Paula claps with joy.
The room fills with laughter, and quite a few people like Vale, who I assume is still.
What is Mavis's reaction when
Mavis is laughing quite hard, actually.
Okay.
Eldorus climbs underneath the table and just pulls his knees to his chest and starts rocking back and forth.
Oh god, I'm one more joke away from joining you.
Another.
Oh god. Stop.
surprisingly impressive organization. Say they're dealing with liches and all sorts of shit. It's like, hey, maybe these guys have something. But then the jokes came. I lost the will to live.
Suddenly, I just want Tal'Dorei to just be taken over by the Chained Oblivion and
Do it! Do it!
Take it!
And me.
If I could
Anyway.
turn back time and go somewhere else.
Goes
Anyway,
to Wild
so,
Mount to turn something.
As the party begins to dull, the drinks begin to run dry. People begin to leave the hall, and eventually, as everything dies down, you are led down a winding staircase inside this tower to what appears to be a private living quarters for each of you. Each and every one of you has a room with an owl that is emblazoned upon the door. As you enter, there is a fine bed, dresser, curtains that look out over the entire skyline of Amman, and folded on the bed, each and every one of you has a black set of leather armor that is hand tooled with feathers and bird symbols all over it and things of the ilk. Yes, Colin?
I'm half sized.
Yep, there's it's perfect. It looks to be
Custom
perfect
tailored.
for each and every one of you.
Great.
Just wanted to be.
black. I want to match Thana.
It is black. They're all solid black.
That makes sense. Didn't he do all of our outfits for the Winter's
He
Crest?
He did.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Can I just go in the earring? I'm like, guys, can we meet in my room real quick?
Are you going to tell some jokes?
No,
We're
no,
gonna have
no.
a sleepover.
Maybe, no, but no jokes.
Odoris emerges from his room and looks around. Which way?
I poke out my head and I wave.
Some extra cake.
Okay, is everyone here now?
Yeah.
Only physically.
Two things. What about the attack on Alec? Was that just a false pretense?
Who's Alec? I keep hearing this name, Alec.
Are you asking us?
Yes.
Define false pretense, because I'm pretty sure we killed him.
Okay, well I have no idea of who Alec was, because everyone was asleep when y'all did.
He is a corpse.
Okay, so it was false?
He-
I looked to
He-
Xavier.
We left him a corpse.
Yes. And then just
Okay.
before he died, he said he'll see me again. I
That's frightening.
didn't take it
Um,
literally.
Second, Jakar is the leader of the nest.
Who?
Jakar.
I quit.
Is there a window in the room?
Oh yeah, there's a window.
I don't know how far down it is.
Probably about 700 feet minimum.
Just a little bit further.
Insight check.
I did ask you if you were going to tell jokes. You said no.
It's not a joke. I am not joking.
I'm rolling insight. Oh shit. Figures on a joke roll, I roll well.
It's not a joke. Oh, on your joke.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's 25.
Peggy, deception or persuasion?
I'm not lying.
Persuasion.
Well, as far as I know, I'm not lying. Cal could have told me a
As
lie.
far as she knows. That's funny.
That's a 12.
Yeah, she's telling the truth.
You do realize they're illusionists, right?
Yes, but he definitely the whole time. Well, okay. Can illusions change your voice?
Yes. Xavier does like puts his hand over his head, magic, and a literal rainbow
Shut
appears.
up!
I
Paul
do the
toss,
same thing, but there's no words.
What does
Did I
Sapella
what?
do?
I toss up confetti.
Cal, did you lie? Cal, did you lie to me?
Are you trying to
Roll an
insight check?
insight check.
Are you insight checking the DM?
I can give myself a +1,000,000 modifier.
Oh,
Posthumous
Okay, you know what?
insight.
I believe that it was Jakar. Yes, it did not look like Jakar when he took his mask off in front of me. But it definitely had Jakar's voice.
I mean, Elena, you know how many tieflings sound like me? It's
None?
Is that supposed to
how
be
many have you
racist?
met?
2?
Well, you
Yeah,
obviously haven't met enough.
No. Elena definitely would have met a couple other tieflings.
how is everybody doing today?
I'm just saying that it's Jakar. You can believe me if you want to or not, but it is Jakar,
True.
okay?
If the leader
Also,
of the next is Jakar,
I need to go
on
talk
top.
to my brother because I totally forgot to check on Julius. Besides the point.
Did you hear me, George?
Hey! Sorry.
Hey, they're comparing notes from another campaign.
Comparing desktops.
So, do we have to stay here?
I mean, you have a place here no matter what.
Okay, well, I need to go speak to my brother.
I mean, I'd like to spend a day with my family. You can do
Well,
that as well.
You can. I'm not saying that you
I know.
have to come with me.
I know. I mean, I wish somebody would go with you just in case, because Amon is all sorts of fucked up right now.
Truth.
Elena, you're not considering telling him about this place.
Not this place, but I have to tell him that we have other allies.
Yeah, just keep.
I worry that giving him information and not providing details.
Especially if he's as nosy as you are.
Is
Vale
Oliver
has a
as
point.
nosy as I am?
Yes.
There
I
it
mean,
goes.
Also,
he's a Dorolo.
Yeah.
Also a son of Vaxel. Yeah, he's
I just think maybe in this case, if they are going to help us, maybe it would be best to let Oliver assume that we didn't get anybody of this caliber, and then when they show up, a pleasant.
I would prefer not to lie to my family.
I
You're
mean,
not lying, you're just not giving them
That's
details.
A lying by omission.
Only in a court.
Well, then you can just tell him it's my family, and if he pries deeper, tell him to bring it up with me.
Tell him he's got a
Yeah, 'cause
extended
I'm
family.
totally- I will handle it. It'll be fine.
I,
Be wise about it.
I don't think you should tell him.
I don't think it's a good idea to leave him in the dark, though. If we're trying to build allies, we need to not lie to our allies.
But just have
He is an
someone send him a
ally.
message.
I think that this kind of message would be best presented.
And what are you going to tell him? We have allies, but I can't tell you who.
Yes. But I need to figure out what's going on with my aunt, if I can save her and bring her back. I need to find out about my brothers. I am the reason that my aunt is in that state. I can't just leave her for any more time.
Elena, you are not the reason why your aunt is in that state.
I am the reason because I shot first. I started it, and I need to fix it.
But you didn't put her where she is.
Did
I
I
may
already?
not have.
She was there at somebody else's hand.
I may have not put her there, but I'm the one who shot the bow, and I need to fix it and save her and do what I can.
You don't have to fix everything.
I need to fix this, or try at least.
And I won't take that away from you. But it's not your fault. That's all I'm saying. It's not your fault.
Does anybody else want to go with me?
To see Oliver and have a little Derolo powwow? No.
Alright.
To Rolo powwow.
Anyone else?
I really don't want
not-
to.
You're not. No one is obligated to go. At all.
I also don't like the idea of you going alone.
I don't either.
Is it because you can't trust me, or you can't trust others?
A little of both.
As was mentioned before, Iman is kind of a shithole, right?
Yes, but luckily I'm strong enough to take care of myself.
And now magically, too.
Okay.
Whatever that. What does that mean?
I point to her gauntlets.
Oh, okay. Well, I've had
Keep it
had
together.
magic for I've had a magic for quite a while. Just different from yours.
That's not... I'm going back to my room.
Not real magic.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going. If no one is going with me, that is fine. But I'm going.
What time is it right now?
I mean, it has to be probably around noon or so.
Around noon.
Ah,
Oh.
knock that out before noon. Oh,
Hey,
on
got the
top of
whole
it
day.
For some reason, I expected it to be like the middle of the night.
Right.
yeah, I did too.
Before I leave the room, I snap my fingers and Beak does appear on her shoulder.
I have there then.
All right, so you leave Thana here, and we can
No.
communicate.
Dana comes with me.
Or you
Doesn't
could
matter.
make things difficult. That works too.
Well, how are you going to communicate through a bird?
Xavier.
I can
Magic!
All tosses confetti.
Like, flip you off.
I need art. I need art of that now. Just Xavier going like this with the rainbow and Sapala just in front of him.
Wearing sunglasses.
Elena flips you off.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going then.
All right, I'll go with you.
You didn't have to, but okay.
Is Are one of you able to message us if you...
I can.
I cannot.
Okay.
Okay. So Elena and Vale, you both begin to descend the steps of the tower. Is anyone else going to be doing anything with their day?
So this is there anything other than it being like tailored to us? Is there anything else special about this armor? I take my magic rock and
Take my magic rock.
It does appear to be magical, yes.
I would like to sit with it for 10 minutes and cast Identify.
It has the advantage of being completely silent when worn. Basically gives you advantage to stealth checks. And
I wish.
What?
6 copies of Vax's armor.
it counts as leather armor, but does not impede spell casting, does not require proficiency with leather armor or anything like that. It's basically just so perfectly fitted to you, it feels like a second set of skin. So it doesn't require proficiency with armor to wear.
Does it require attunement?
It does not.
I like this armor. doesn't.
Well, Doris rolls his up and puts it in his bag.
I go over the earpiece.
Elena brought hers with her.
I do go over the earpiece. The armor is magical.
Yep.
It's if you don't know how to use it. If you don't
10
know,
minutes, probably out of it.
I mean, if she's probably gone, that's fine. But at least let everybody else know. You know, it's magical. It's if you don't know how to use armor, it kind of just fits so snugly. It's basically just the second skin. So even if you don't know how to use armor, this one still works for you.
And it muffles your footsteps and movements.
Yes, and that's
Sneaky Sapala.
so it just okay. So we just don't give off sound. So if we're invisible, we don't give off. It dampens our sound.
Correct. If you're trying, it gives you advantage on trying to sneak. It's solid black. So if you're hiding in shadows, it's kind of situational. I mean, if you're in a crowd, it's not going to give you an advantage to stealth. But if you're in the dark, trying to be quiet, stealthing around, advantage to stealth checks.
Okay.
I traded in for something else.
I kind of want to like enchant it. I kind of actually want to like do like pull like a Pumat and like change the color to match my color scheme.
Sure.
How
are you going to do that?
Over time.
Gotcha.
I'll be right back.
Xavier, cast Colorize.
Okay. Oldores?
Well, person I was going to interact with just got up, so.
Oh. All right. Sapala?
I cannot think of anything right now.
Okay. So Vale and Elena, you make your way down the tower, passing a number of libraries and what looks like trophy rooms and more like cursed artifacts that you can tell are locked away in here. As you make it to the final, what appears to be the bottom level, there's kind of a grand staircase that opens up in this ancient-looking building. And as you come to the doorway, there's a person standing guard, and as you go to leave, they reach out to you and hand you a small coin. Looks to be just a simple copper piece with a feather stamped on it.
And this does.
Unless you find your way back in.
Thank you. There.
Without that, you wouldn't know the tower is here.
Cool. Alright. Bale, you really don't have to go with me if you don't want to.
So what do you think this armor does?
Right, avoid the statement. Probably makes you more stealthy, I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, yes, it's black. I get that, but
I don't know.
Anyway, so the two of you exit the tower, and as the door closes behind you, you glance back, and you don't see the tower.
That's really cool. Can I like hold the coin?
pretty.
As you hold the coin in front of you, you can kind of just feel
Where it is.
almost like a magnet pulling you in the direction of the tower. And as you kind of like put the coin out, you can tap it, and you feel the tower there with the coin.
Where's the tower located in Oman?
Directly in the center of the market. And
Okay.
people are walking straight through where you were. There's like a market stall right there, and people are walking through where you just came out of.
Neat.
So you just kind of
That's what
apparate in the midst of the crowd.
Yeah, I like
Kind
it.
somebody walks by, and then all of a sudden you're there.
Exactly.
That's cool. Welcome
All
to The Real.
Shall we?
All right. Where are you guys going?
Out of the
Grayskull?
market quickly.
Yeah.
To the keep? All right. So you two make it through Amon to the keep. The square isn't overly busy. Some people are preparing, but it does look like Amon is getting ready for a war. As you make your way into the keep, the guards let you in knowing what you're doing.
Do I see any weird spindly things out their necks? Oh wait, this is out of the city. Okay.
Make a perception check.
Dang it.
Why would you bring that up?
Because I don't trust Cal, okay?
I am offended, sir.
Ma'am.
I know what I said.
Yeah. 25.
One of them has acne.
Okay.
It's
And this
him.
is
Get him.
leaving the city. This is leaving the city. This isn't going into the keep,
You're
right?
you're going into the keep. You said, aren't
Oh
you?
yeah. Okay. I was just,
Yeah.
I
So
was just
yeah,
making sure
going
where I
into
was
the Council of Amon, the big castle thing in the center of the city is where you were going, and yeah, one of the guards has acne, but other than that, you do not see any spindly things coming out of the back of their neck.
I thought we were going. Okay, yeah, I'm just looking for my brother, and I thought we were going to Grayskull Keep, but whatever.
Oh, okay. I missed. No, if you were going to Grayskull, then Grayskull. Sure, I thought you were going to the keep.
We are going
the-
to the brother.
Yeah,
We're going to brother. All right.
Oliver.
so
brother.
And I'm assuming he's there.
okay.
And
So you
I need
head out to
to
Grayskull. So in that case, a couple hours pass as you make it to Grayskull Keep. There are no guards at the at Grayskull Keep. As you come in, the automaton
Has finally
is
made it.
now has made it into the main entry area, but it is slumped up against one of the building. You see that one of the Gatling guns has been removed from its arm and is laying in parts on the ground that have been evenly laid out in an organization. It appears to be powered down, and it's just up
Can I yell?
against the wall.
Can I yell for Oliver?
You shout, and a couple minutes pass,
We're here.
and eventually you hear a clanging on the inside of the building, a kind of muffled fuck. And as Oliver comes out carrying 6 different sized wrenches, a screwdriver, some forging equipment, a bunch of hammers, box of parts. There's a set of like welding goggles on his head, blacksmith apron. Looks like he'd been grabbing things from Percy's workshop and is bringing them out into the courtyard here. Oh, Elena, hey.
I want you to apologize for this first. No. I don't give me the charming. I'm so suave. I'm a cool. No, I want you to apologize.
Behind him, I'm just mouthing, just get it over with.
I'm sorry I made modifications.
No. You stole it.
Technically, it was given to me.
I'm going to murder Julius.
And willingly, it was his idea. He said, "Hey, you need help." Yeah.
That was meant to protect Whitestone.
The best defense is a good offense.
I do not care. That was mine. You did not consult me. You stole it.
Julius gave it to me.
Is this
I
what
do
nobles
not
fight
care
over?
what Julius did. I told you that you couldn't have it. And I gave it to Julius to protect Whitestone. I don't care what suave thing you did to convince him to do it. Is he okay, BT Dub, by the way?
BT Dubs.
He's back in Whitestone.
Are we sure? Because our twin brothers are up in freaking Craghammer partying out with Drassing.
I don't think they're in
Well,
Crackhammer,
I
are they?
am not a mage. I cannot
Umber
check
Hills.
in on him. Last I knew, he
Umber
was
Hills, whatever.
Guarding the city himself. He's now in charge of the rifle battalion there.
Fail? Do you have
Yes.
message by chance?
No.
Okay. Are you? Can I insight check Vale?
Sure.
You're welcome to. Oop. Wow. That tracks.
Sorry. 19.
I just checked my character sheet and I was like, oh my god, I do. No, wait, never mind. 6.
Are you lying or telling? Okay, all right. I believe you.
Also, the range on message is 100 feet, so
Oh, is it really? How we been
Just
doing? Okay.
sending.
Oh, sending. Oh, do you have sending?
Elena did not remember that.
I think sending is a higher level spell than I can even cast. So
Okay.
no.
I think it's a third level spell.
All right. I just. Okay.
First level.
We need to check on him, just to be sure. Just to be sure. Also, I have found other allies. I cannot tell you who they are at the moment because I have been sworn to secrecy, and I don't know if anything magically wrong will happen to me if I tell you about them, but we have more allies. They are powerful.
We've called on Xavier's extended family. They'll help us when the time comes.
Yes.
Thank you, Vale, for actually giving an explanation.
Okay, you know what, you little asshole?
I'm the good one now.
I understand you being upset about that. I am doing my best to protect Whitestone, Iman, Taldore, the
And
entire
I'm
continent.
not?
He didn't say that, Elena. You've been out of context for a
Thank
little
you,
while.
Vale.
Why am I defending Oliver?
Yeah, how does that feel? Do you feel gross?
A little, yeah. I got permission to kill this guy.
What?
You stole my
That was out of
automaton, okay?
character.
Okay, alright. Now we need to figure out. Yes,
Ellie,
yes. Ollie.
when everything is said and done, when the Chained Oblivion is obliterated, rechained, or whatever god awful thing we must do to it, when this is all over, you have my word. I will replace, repair, and renovate everything that I have done to your shield god. But for the time being, I needed an extra pair of guns that did not require human eyes to aim. And so, yes, I made the modifications. But little sister, I will give you back your toy when this is done. I promise.
Whoa.
That was very condescending, brother.
I was attempting to be endearing.
Attempting.
Also,
That's how
we
she
need to,
protect them.
figure out what to do about our aunt. She is currently in the grove with Saren Ray's tree.
Our aunt is dead. It is okay to say that way.
I can't tell our parents that I'm the reason that she's dead.
You are not the reason she is dead.
I shot the bow. I made the first shot. I didn't get the hints when he was saying
Yeah, but you're not the one who stuck a thing in her head.
Thank you, Vale. At the end of the day, Elena, if a carriage strikes someone in the street, is it the driver that is punished or the horse? It is the driver, the one behind the reins who is orchestrating it. Do not beat the horse for merely pulling the car.
We need. Did you bury her or do something with her at least?
I cannot.
You cannot bury her, or you will not, or she's not there anymore.
She's still there.
We can't just leave her there.
He begins kind of fidgeting with the tools in his hand and looking at the automaton.
Can I like take the tools out of his hand and hold his hands? We have to do something, and we can't just leave her there.
This is all quite new to me.
Unfortunately, it's not new for me. We can't just leave her there. She deserves a nice place to rest after everything that she has been through. Everything that she has dealt with.
She deserves the family catacomb, is what she deserves. I don't know how we can get her back to Whitestone at present.
I don't either. If we had a portal or something. If I had more magic that wasn't, I don't know, my magic. We need. Is there somebody we could contact or something? We need to tell our parents at least.
I don't know where they've gone either.
I don't. Last I saw them, they were in Vasselheim. After we got them out of wherever the Chained Oblivion was holding them.
Pretty sure they left.
I
It's
don't
been a
know
couple
where
months out of game. I don't remember where they went, but I'm
Well,
pretty sure they left.
well, Keyleth opened a portal into the Great
Right.
Keep. So the last we saw them, they were still in Vasselheim.
Yeah. I feel our aunt is the least of our priorities at the moment. We have 2 living siblings in
3.
peril.
Oh yeah, 2. Yeah, that. Yeah, I just don't want to leave her there. Just in the open.
I don't have the wherewithal. You do it.
If I'm doing it, you're coming with me because I don't have the wherewithal to do it alone.
Well, you've been very helpful this conversation.
I turn and give him the no, he's not getting out of this.
You are in charge of tissues. I am
Vale's-
going to be a sopping mess.
I'm assuming he's talking to Vale, correct?
No, talking to you.
Oh, I'm in charge of tissues. I mean, I have my fur cloak.
It is going to get ruined.
That's fine. You'll buy me a new one.
Oh, made of money now, am I?
Yes.
Fair
You've got that fancy boyfriend in the Elven City. Yeah, I know. Don't even try to pretend that I don't know.
Elena, you nosy little sister. I knew I should have trusted you with
I
that.
did not read your letter. I figured it out. And may have interrogated him and then had a bad first impression with me.
What did you do to
I'm
him?
bad at those. I tried to interrogate him.
You tried to interrogate.
I didn't trust him. He's really snobby, but all elves are really snobby, so I really should have expected it. But you're like my brother, and so I was a little defensive. You would have done the same thing, okay? Probably would have been far more intimidating than me, but
Probably
you
would have
just
chained him to a tree.
I should have chained him to a tree. There's a tree outside of his house too.
I'm sure that would have gone over well in Singorn.
Ugh.
Half-elf
You're gonna go.
chains purebred to a tree. Oh my lord, what shall we do?
I think they'll be more shocked at the purebred for letting the half breed chain him to the tree.
Most
Come
likely.
on, calm down. Get the words out.
Anyway, so he begins to lead you toward where you left Cassandra. The 2 of you begin to. Are you digging a grave? What are you doing?
What if we set a pyre for her and then collect her ashes that way that we can eventually put her in the catacomb.
Shall we chop down the tree?
Oh God, no! Pike would be so
I
upset.
wouldn't advise that.
That's
Do
not
you,
exactly timber. I mean,
There's wooden furniture.
oh, an elegant pyre for a lady for
Yeah.
for Aunt Cassandra.
I think
Very
she
well.
Would, I think she would kind of find it a little funny.
There is that ottoman she loved to lay on.
Sit it with her in the afterlife, so she has a nice, comfy place to lay.
All right, so the two of you go through Grayskull Keep,
How
assembling
is there
some of the.
not like wood for fires?
It's not winter anymore.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Should stock up.
I mean,
So
why do we need wood?
You're not there.
So you build a makeshift pyre. Her body is set upon it, and Oliver kind of. Do we say something or just light it ablaze?
Both. Say something as we light the blaze. You first.
This isn't how it should have ended. A woman of your caliber, your elegance, and your breeding. Cut down in her prime, before she could have made an impact on the world that we all knew. Would have been brighter with her. And now we pass this torch to once again light the world. Elena.
Elena's crying. Tears. Oh, God, I didn't plan for this.
Neither did I.
Oh. And Cass, I know I wasn't as much as a disappointment as you like to pretend I was. And I hope that I can continue to make you proud, and your impact may not have been the world, but I know that you've impacted our family, and you've all made us stronger because of it. Tears continue.
Vale.
Hey, I'm still writing it.
I'm really surprised. I would not have brought Vale into this.
This got way heavier than I was expecting. I was like, oh shit, it's just gonna be a yelling contest between the two of them. I'm gonna be sitting around for it again. Again.
Nope. Dead ant.
Tears.
Eulogy.
I'm trying.
No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's understand.
It's understand.
In English. I lost my aunt!
I can't English.
English are hard.
English is hard.
It's actually common.
Shut up!
It's perfect.
Yeah, problems with English are common.
It's actually common.
Alright. May you stand by the Everlight's side on the shores of Elysium. Didn't know you long, but I'm better for having known you.
Oliver takes the torch and
sets ablaze the pyre, which begins to envelop the entire setup. As the flames consume her body, smoke rises into the air. So as Oliver, Elena, and Vale attend a very morbid barbecue,
Oh!
Xavier, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go lay down.
Give me a second, my head's not in the game.
Why would you say that?
Woo!
That's not funny.
See, you know, the campaign, the session was like down here, is all fine. All of a sudden, then morbid barbecue
Off the chart.
off the screen. Woo! All right.
We needed to cut that tension. It was getting dark.
Immersion ruined.
It was already there a long time ago.
Xavier's honestly trying on the armor.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Eldores, I believe there was something that you wanted to do with Xavier.
Yeah, not 30 seconds after he gets done messaging us about the armor, I'm at his door.
1 second.
I like the thing. Cut back to there. Everyone's dressed like ninjas. Just
I'm just crying. Oliver's crying. You're like awkwardly standing behind us, like not know what to do.
like patting both their backs.
Meanwhile, Glaive is looking in the mirror going,
Sapala, Ninja Sapala, Sticky Sapala, running around. They're just. Imagine they went.
doing unnecessary barrel rolls.
Probably annoying the crap out of Glaive.
No,
Parkour!
He's probably
Parkour!
He probably joined you.
Yeah, no, he's joining him.
Like you guys are just sitting in like one of your guys' rooms are just going. Wah!
Anyway, Xavier.
1 second. I'm like half undressed. Just putting on the armor.
Boris is doing the Sheldon thing on the door.
Xavier.
Xavier?
Xavier.
Xavier?
Xavier.
armor work.
Xavier? Xavier?
Coming. 1 sec.
Are you okay?
I was trying on the armor. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Guess what? Are you going to open your door?
I did.
Oh.
I
Oh.
did.
Sorry, I didn't hear it open.
Needed the sound effect, you know?
It looks good, I guess. I feel bad because I always ask you to look into these things. You would think being, I don't know, of my skill set, I'd be able to figure some of these things out myself. But you're much better at it. When we went through the trials.
All right. Oh, come on in, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yes, as we were going through the trials.
There was the room. It was kind of like a library or something, with the two knights.
Oh yes, yes, I remember.
Yes. I managed to get a key from one of them, and I was able to open the extra room.
Did you find anything interesting?
I did, and I did not take without permission. I kind of felt like that was a theme, being polite and all that things. But I did find some items. The one I know is very magic. I could feel it, but I don't know what it does. And the other, I'm not sure. So he pulls out the book, the tome from his satchel with the I think it was a red ribbon or something that came out from between the pages. And he also pulls out the goggles that were on the craft bench, and he puts them both down on the table or desk or whatever's in there in front of you. First, I would like you to check the goggles to see if they're magic at all.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Pull out and is there are there like desks and whatnot in the room as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. He'll clear what was put on the desk. He'll probably be using this room, so he actually takes out a dagger and actually carves, not too heavily, but just heavily enough to where you can actually see it. Carves the magic circle, and he takes the goggles, puts them on, and begins to ritual cast Identify.
Okay. So 10 minutes pass. As you're casting Identify on goggles, there are leather framed goggles with purple crystal lenses. There are like slight runes in them. And what these are the goggles of object reading.
Okay.
While wearing the goggles, you have advantage on intelligence arcana checks made to reveal information about a creature or object that you can see. And, in addition, once per day, you can cast Identify through the goggles.
Interesting. So he comes back. Well, before he came in here, you speaking about how you weren't very, good at identifying possible magical items. These goggles help with that. They help you identify if something is magical, and once per day, you can actually cast the Identify spell with it. So this would help you out, and it would actually give you the ability to cast the spell I just cast. So, does it require attunement?
It does, yes.
Yeah. It does, however, does require attunement.
Got so many things already that require attunement.
Right, I hear ya. These are actually very good for someone who is interested in or highly involved with magical items and trying to discern their powers. So I will take them and hand them back.
Okay. He shoves them into the pouch, his satchel, and then he takes the book and he puts it in the center of the desk.
All right.
And he pulls on the strap bookmark thing and flops the page open to where the dagger is.
Which, Stephen, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
It looks like this is what the dagger looks like.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because I tried to describe it last time, and I'm like, it's like a very Maharajan. I couldn't think of a word. I had to find it. This. So Xavier, inside this book, carved into the pages, you see this ornate dagger.
Huh. Interesting. Don't let Lena see this.
Right.
He holds his hand over it, and the faint blue hand reaches down and grabs the dagger. I will move the book and put the dagger on the circle.
And ritual cast.
And we'll begin to ritual cast Identify.
Uldoris adds in, I don't know if the book is part of it or if it's just a storage place. It's kind of strange to find the dagger in the book.
I don't know if you probably answered this, but how big is the Detect Magic rock?
Oh, goodness. A little bit smaller than your fist.
Yeah.
Is it like round, or is it like a flatter rock?
Uh,
Could I eventually...
It's not flat enough to be considered like a skipping stone, but it's not like ovular. It's flat-ish.
So, could I say I could potentially make like a wrist strap out of it and just attach it to my wrist? So I just go like this.
It'd be cumbersome, but yeah, you can do it.
Okay, I guess I won't then.
I mean, it wouldn't be not cumbersome. It wouldn't be stylish for one. It would look like you strapped a rock to your wrist.
Attach it like a pendulum. Just
Yeah, why not?
all right.
Anyway, so
but I'll do that over the book
Okay.
to see if I'll just before I cast it, I'll do it over the book to see if the book is magic.
no magic.
Over the dagger.
Magic.
It looks like this was just a holding place.
Okay.
I'll put the rock away and then begin to ritual cast.
Okay. The first thing that comes to you as you ritual cast is the name Bookmark. The name of the dagger is Bookmark. This +3 dagger, while drawn, you can use a bonus action to activate one of the following properties.
What? Eh! So many,
Yeah.
I don't know where pencils all went.
You can cause a blue gem set in the pommel to shed bright light in a 20-foot radius, or dim light in addition, dim light an additional 20 feet, or make the gem go dark. You can turn the dagger into a compass that, while resting upon your palm, points north. You can cast Dimension Door from the dagger. Once used, cannot be used again until next dawn. And you can cast Compulsion, DC 15,
Ooh,
from the dagger.
Shoot.
The range is 90 feet, but it targets only fighters. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on.
Targets only books.
I compel you to read to me, book.
Actually, I'm just gonna edit the phrasing on this a little bit. It's gonna target only beasts, animals, things that aren't
Not
things that aren't sent.
not abominations or anything like that. Just beasts.
Not people, but like
Yeah, beasts.
dogs, cats,
Yeah,
wolves,
the beast type.
horses, beast type. Yeah.
Point to Thanos.
It is also
Peckling his eyes out.
It is a finesse weapon. It
I
is a
don't know.
light weapon and can be thrown.
All right. Well, this dagger is much more powerful than I thought it would. It's
Does this also require attunement?
Yes.
Of course it
For that much, I would hope so.
this is a
It's a bookmark.
well, it's called Bookmark.
It has an
Yes, it's has a name. It's very fitting that it would be in a book. It is very magically sharp. It will hit harder and deal more damage than a normal dagger would. You can use it like a torch. You can make it shed bright lights. You can cast a teleportation spell with it. You can cast Dimension Door and teleport 500 feet. And what else did you say it did?
You can also cast Compulsion on beasts.
Yeah, you can also compel beasts specifically and cast the spell Compulsion.
And it turns into a compass.
And it can turn into a compass. Has a lot of utility to it. Shotgun or dagger, you get one. Honestly, someone who deals with beasts and surviving in the wilderness would actually have a lot of use with this dagger. I do know that I don't know if it is possibly cursed. I don't think it would be. that'd be kind of a dickish move on my father's part, but it's a very fine dagger, and I will pick it up. Do I feel anything? Now I'll hand it to him. You have found some very, very powerful magic items.
It would seem so. So Uldoris picks up the book, and as Xavier is holding out the dagger, he just kind of slips the book underneath it and closes it around the neck.
I do want to give this back to you, and he reaches into a pouch and pulls out the ring and hands it back.
I have no use for it.
Well, hopefully find someone. You were the one that found it. I have no use for it. Rightfully belongs to you. I appreciate the gesture. When you gave it to me before the trial, but I want to return it back to you. And he holds it out to where it floats just above his hand. Cast it into the fire!
No. He reluctantly takes the ring and shoves it in his pocket. He looks to Xavier and puts a hand on his shoulder. I am glad that you were successful in your trials today. I don't know what comes with being a phoenix, and he makes like the air quote motion. But I kind of feel like owl is fitting for you. You are very wise and observant of things. I hope I was a help.
You were a big help.
And I'm also sorry. It was kind of nice to be taking on trials and not have my life in danger. I think I just got excited.
No, I totally understand that, and it was a nice change of pace, just being tested mentally versus physically with possible risk of death. I did not like some of those traps and getting those wraps of Diamak. I did not like those.
Agreed. So yeah, I just, I'm proud of you, and it was kind of exciting to be part of something like that.
And I thank you, and I do like the hug motion, but still respecting his space if he doesn't want to.
He's a little reluctant at first, but he eventually gives in. And
yay! Xavier casts hugs twice today.
So he pats you on the back, and okay, so that's handled. Now we have Thoracic.
We have a shit ton to do.
Something Oblivion, and we have to find a way to bring Aunt Cass back, because surely she deserves the right to decide for herself if she wants to rest or come back. I mean, we have time. We have like 10 days or something. That was the whole point of taking her to the thing, right?
About 9. Now 9. About 9, I think now. But yes. There should
I'm
be
sure
some
we can
way.
put our heads together and figure something out.
Yes. Yes, I agree
And
with
if so,
that.
and
By the way, Sapala Pallaby would be able to use that dagger very well, given that she does commune with beasts. She's a druid.
Okay.
It seems fitting.
okay, that's good to know. We'll keep that in mind. All right.
Well, I'm going to try on this armor now.
All right. No, go into my room. Probably going to overeat. I've got a bunch of pocket bacon in my satchel.
There's a lot of
And,
cake still downstairs.
I have a bunch of those in my satchel too. You never know when you're going to run out, and if you're going to be on the road for a long time. I mean, it's just habit for me.
With this group, we can travel halfway across the country in like a day. It's surprising how fast we can go.
I'm not used to that. And then I will probably pass out on the bed. So you know where I'll be.
All right. Well, you have a good day.
You too, Owl. And he backs out and goes to his room, proceeds to
Get a sugar high and pass out.
try and pass.
Okay,
Just for clarification, did everyone get the rank of owl, or was that just
it's kind of unclear. It seems like you are specifically an owl. Everyone else is kind of an honorary position.
okay?
Sapala, anything you want to do?
What?
No.
No. All right, you and Glaive just continue gallivanting about, playing in your armor.
Sneaky Sapala.
Goof
Sneaky
it off.
Sapala.
I'm doing a heck and sneak.
So Xavier, as Oldores leaves the room, you hear a voice in your head.
Oh fuck! It's back.
Well, that was awkward.
What? Is that the voice? Hello? That wasn't Beak. Oh god. Who's there?
Jeez, yes, I'm here. I can't even think with you talking so much. Will you be quiet?
I have both Soloris feathers out. Just show yourself.
Ha! Very funny, asshole.
I'm so confused.
Great, I'm paired with another dumb one.
I look around the room. Do I notice anybody? Any creatures?
Make a perception check.
Did you get your own lobby?
Hey, listen. Am I still at disadvantage, by the way?
No, I mean, no.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an accident.
21.
You do not see any creatures in the room.
Damn it, I wish I had Iroh's spell list right now. I could totally cast See Invisibility, but I can't.
It won't save you.
Do I notice where the sound is coming from?
No, it seems to be coming from inside your head.
He's finally cracked. Take it. No,
It's time to end it all, Xavier.
Well, better slit my wrist to open up that portal.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's my first time here. Can you please show yourself?
Sorry, it's first time.
Show myself, you shoved me in a bag.
It's the fucking skull!
It's the ruby crystal.
I pull out the ruby skull.
You pull out the ruby skull. Hey, he finally figured something out.
Well, it's kind of hard to figure it out when you only hear it inside your head.
Talk about it, I'd only been ahead.
Fair point.
Now will you stop talking? I'm trying to figure out Golbeck's conjecture.
Like,
Yeah, Golbeck's conjecture. Did you ever go to college? Jesus.
no, I was homeschooled, asshole.
That explains everything.
Alright, spell magic.
9th level.
I wish. I mean, is there someplace you want me to set you, or I didn't know
Yeah,
you
how
were.
about in a room full of smart people?
Pull out a different bag, shove them in. I
You know
feel.
You know it's telepathy, right?
Yeah, try telepathy in a
Go-
different dimension. I dropped it in the handy haversack.
Damn. What an asshole.
Do I still hear the voice?
Aww. That'd be really
No.
funny if you did.
No, you do not hear the voice.
Well then. Alright, I'm gonna fucking hate myself. I pull him back out. I put him on my desk. I ignore him the whole time as I cast Identify.
This is how
So
we
the entire
deal
time you
with
cast
problems.
Identify, he starts just yammering and yammering, going on.
Each physical system is associated with a separate complex Hilbert space, and the subatomic particles associated with quantum states of the system. In order, those quantum states can be identified as the equivalent. Can you help me with this
Nerd.
equation or not? Do you even know what 1 plus 1 is? Oh my gosh, these were two vectors represent the same state in basic space vector separate.
So basically, 10 minutes pass of him going through complex equations on your table.
Nerd.
A name pops into your head. This is the skull of Abacus.
1 sec.
Wait,
I will send
Abacus?
I get it.
Abacus.
I get it.
And Xavier can be identified. Yeah. Okay, the skull of Abacus is now in your inventory.
Permanently.
Late. So.
Steven's like evil laughter after that.
It's bind on pickup.
It's bind
Cur-
and pickup. Oh, I hate
Curse
that.
of binding.
But as you cast Identify, it's in the description for the card I just gave you. But this ruby skull has an estimated value between 5 and 10,000 gold pieces. It is a wondrous item that requires attunement. When being used as an arcane focus, will give you +2 to your spell DC, to hit, and to damage. And while attuned to this item, you can cast the spell Encode Thoughts at will. And once per day, the spell Tongues. Once per week, Magic Jar.
Jar.
Magic jar.
Well, now I know your name. Abacus.
Hey, you're not completely useless.
And you're still just a talking head.
And somehow still just the brains in the room.
What?
Okay.
I'd like to report a murder.
I gotta look at what I'm attuned to now.
I bet you do.
Empty skull, but I'm not the bonehead.
Wow.
Do you just have like a list of these in your head, just to make yourself feel better?
I've been alone for a while. I had a lot of time to come up with these.
That explains it.
Bad puns are so much better when they're insults.
By the way, I'm just, Mackenzie, do you know what magic jar is?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I know the spell. I don't remember what it does. Let me look it up.
Basically, it allows you to put your soul into a item for a short amount of time. Your body
yeah.
goes
Yeah.
catatonic, and then you can possess people.
Yeah, but it's a spell Xavier probably won't ever use.
You think you have a choice?
So, how long do you think you were down there?
Sitting underneath a sphinx in an ancient tomb. About a week.
Seems right. When were you made? Do you know that?
Oh goodness! I was made at a time when people actually used their damn brains. We were working on some complex theories involving portals and involving multiple dimension travel between them. I'm sure this is going completely over your head, but
No, that's my area of expertise. I know all about
I
that.
played Portal.
oh, that's your area of expertise then. So you're completely familiar with the Hilbert space.
Xavier is? I don't.
Just say yes.
Yes, I am.
Roll
Oh,
for
good.
dis-
Well, then you should know that where two vectors represent the same state, they often differ by a phase factor. So, separarity is mathematically convenient hypothesis when physical interpretation and accountability, many observations are enough to uniquely determine the state.
Yes.
You're just saying
Just
yes.
gonna
aren't
say-
you?
Well, when you blurt out the information before I can say anything.
I don't know when I was made. When I was made, well, back when I wasn't just a head, when I was a person, I was a teacher at the Arcane University. Shit, where did I write that down?
I didn't write that down.
The Academy.
Academy of Hamburg.
No. It's very interesting. Well, I'm sure you have a lot to think about. I'm going to leave you here. Oh, I just see you updated it. Academy doesn't have two C's. Sorry.
I'm bad at spelling.
I am too.
Today it does.
I mean, he has two U's in his name, so... Well, I'll leave you here so you can think about everything you want to think about. I'm going to go be with my family. And I will
Oh, good.
leave and see if there's still like a semblance of a party going on. See if I...
It does sound like there are still some people talking, and as you leave the skull on the desk,
Oh, good. Leave me with a smart person.
and it's like he continues heckling you as you leave, and it does kind of get quieter as you walk away, even though it's telepathic, and eventually just kind of fades completely from your mind.
So, keeping in mind as I'm walking away from him, how far away am I from him?
For it to completely fade away, hold on a moment.
Please don't be 500 feet.
I'm gonna say 100 feet.
Okay, God.
Meanwhile,
I get
fighting over
I get a random thought as he finally fades from my mind. Like, fuck. I walk back just inside the range. Damn,
Just when I thought I couldn't get any dumber.
No, I just literally lost it in my actual mind. Fuck.
Oh my god. He cast the spell so hard. You
Okay.
forgot it.
Can you only target one person with your telepathic ability, or can you hit like a whole group of people?
Oh, I haven't tried.
Okay. Second thought. Why didn't you say anything when I picked you up?
Ever heard of a nap? You get sleepy? You know, some people use their brains to get
I take
tired.
2 steps back as he's saying this, and it fades. Alright. An asshole. I walk down to the party and see if Mavis is still around, and hang out with her.
Alright. So, while Elena is finishing her pyre, Sapala is playing ninjas, Eldora is passed out in a sugar coma, and Xavier joining his family for a celebration of his status. I think that's where we shall end tonight's episode.
Sounds good. Leave it on the asshole.
The heckling skull.
Yay.
Oh God, if he wasn't so useful, I would totally just sell
like
him.
it.
I was like, I'm gonna make this really useful. I'm gonna make him an asshole.
I like it.
A sentient magic item. Great.
Oh yeah, gotta love him.
best.
Sentience. An asshole.
Technically, my thinking on it, I was like, I'm gonna make him like. My first thought was like he's gonna be like a British professor or something like that. Gonna be very like Stephen Hawking level, like. And then I was like, no, I want him to be a little more hateable than that.
Would have been
That's
that.
it.
That would have been cool.
If it was Stephen Hawking, he tells good jokes.
Yeah. Well, see, it didn't really come to me until Eldoris was knocking on the door and he said, "I do the Sheldon." I was like, oh. That really solidifies the asshole
That's
kind of
great.
character I want to do.
Thanks,
So-
Stephen. Thanks.
Wasn't me. It was Eldora.
It was Eldoris.
But you're the player behind the character.
No, he's not. He is.
All right.
Eldoris.
Thank you everyone
I
for
wanna
joining
go
us.
Cry a lot.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
It's not my fault. So hold on here. I just want to take a moment. Can everyone please? I'm gonna get on my soapbox.
Stream's so good.
I get shit for making you guys cry. I get shit for doing that. I did not. I was going to leave the body there. I was going to ignore. We were going to tinker with a robot. I did no combat. No, all this trial.
No,
stuff.
it's not your
Peggy,
fault. It's not.
You
it's
made
my
you
fault.
cry. You made you cry.
It's my. Tonight
You
is
made
my
you
fault.
cry.
Tonight is my fault, and I apologize, Cal. Okay.
It ain't me.
On that
We
on
both
that sour
cried.
note, have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.